And hello, I am Wackasm, and I will be playing another roll and write for you today. A roll and write with meeples to move around, and another one of these hybrid, slightly more complex roll and write type games. This is Shu's Tactics. It is a solo campaign roll and write game in which us, the player, we build military tactics to reclaim cities and lands from the Yellow Turban rebellious army. During the game, we will train, craft items, draw up schemes, and recruit legendary heroes to extinguish the rebellion. Players will play the players will play through a set of chapters to complete the story of the Shu Han nation. So this is chapter one. This is a was a Kickstarter. It's kind of still being developed, so there's only a few chapters that are available so far to play. There is both a solo and co-op mode, and then there's ways to like play it competitively, but I'm just going to be playing the solo mode now. And I don't know, if I like it enough, I might attempt to try the co-op mode to see if that can be soloed. I don't even know if it can be because of the different components, but I don't know. We'll see if I even like it as a solo game first. Anyway, here is the story intro for chapter 1.
In just a few days after Zhangju's call for resistance, Zhou County has been taken. Completely. The local authority didn't at all expect to be overthrown so easily, but surprisingly they were, because, strangely enough, the rebels had the citizens on their side. How that happened is still a total mystery, as the people of this city had always lived in perfect harmony with those in power. That said, there's been some suspicion as to what caused this peculiar phenomenon. It all began a couple of months ago when several groups of unfamiliar individuals started offering free food to the townspeople, especially poor families. That wasn't the first time the county had received charitable aid from outsiders, but there seemed to be something very fishy about these benefactors. Ever since then, more and more cases had been reported of citizens standing up against the authorities and assaulting soldiers on patrol. One of the officers recalled that his needy neighbors, who had always been thankful to him for helping them out in desperate times, suddenly started shouting at him out of nothing. Some even chased him off with shovels and spades in their hands. "Get lost, you freaking tyrants!" "That is what they would yell at me every single time," said the officer, unable to hide the shock on his face. Rumor has it that those citizens have fallen under Zhangju's spell. They say hypnotizing others is just one of the elementary tricks for a dark magic master like him. It seems he cast the spell on the charity food and garments to put people under a trance so they'd listen to him without questions. Whatever the cause, Commander of Yu Province Lu Yan has requested Lu Bei's assistance in quenching the rebellion in Shou County. Unfortunately, Bei heard that his former mentor Lu Shi also needs help fighting off a horde of rebels ran by Zhangju in Guangzhou, so he's determined to go and lend force. "I trust you and only you, my brother, to take charge while I'm not here," said Bei to Yu as he trots his horse away among the soldiers. And just like that, your battle begins.
Alright, like I said, I recorded some audio. I thought it came out okay. Put a ton of effort into it, but I knew I was not going to be able to pronounce all those names. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Anyway, let's continue. I've done like a quick pre-play of the game just to kind of get a feel of it, but I've not played a full game through yet because I figured I would do that while recording so that I could share it. I will do my best to try to do a quick teach of the game. So this first recording might be a little bit longer. Maybe future plays might be quicker because I won't have to actually explain all the rules. Each chapter is different and it kind of compounds the rules on top of itself. So there's a bunch of stuff that isn't even available for this first chapter. So we'll see how that goes as well. So there's also some story. And because this takes place in like ancient history, China times, during like the Dynasty Warriors, Three Kingdoms period. I don't know what the year was, but kind of like the Yellow Turban Rebellion period. I did actually record audio to read the story bits, or at least the beginning and end story bits, because there's a lot of names that I feel like I will not pronounce correctly. Whether that comes out or not, we'll see. You can let me know in the comments. And as always, if you do like any of the games that I'm playing through, feel free to comment, like, watch, subscribe, all that stuff definitely helps me. I'm a very small YouTuber as of right now. But anyway, let me try to explain this game the best that I can. I felt like the rules were a little confusing the first time I tried to grok them, but I think I could probably teach it now. Maybe after a couple plays, I can teach it even better, but we'll see how it goes. So, basically, what you are trying to do is you're trying to survive for 8 rounds. The 8 rounds are kind of all displayed right here. It's kind of small on the bottom left-hand corner. And each round, you're going to be doing these things in order, which I'll explain in a minute. This is your life. You basically can get hit 6 times. After the 6th time, you lose. And the goal of the game is kind of outlined at the top here, although I can't really zoom in on it. I didn't. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. The win condition is I have to end the game with 10 victory points and complete at least one track in the council. The council is this area down here, which I'll explain in a little bit. There's also victory achievement points that you can go through. I don't know if they actually have an effect on the campaign. I think they do. I don't know if they have like an effect on the whole campaign or if they just affect the next chapter. I kind of did read ahead a little bit and saw that this does have like a minor impact for the next chapter. Otherwise, I think these are just there for replay value. So if you try again, you can try to like win with 25 victory points or try to win with like at least 4 stamina left. But from the little bit that I played, these actually don't seem easy, and I'm not really even sure if you can get them all in one game. So I don't know. Maybe it's possible. We shall see. So what's gonna happen is every round, these flags in this like bottom area is going to determine if you're being attacked or not. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm hesitant to say tower defense, but I guess it's kind of like tower defense. Every round that has a red flag is going to, in a round that we're going to be being attacked, and every round that has a gray flag, which is like the first, second, and 7th round, things are a little bit more peaceful. We don't have to worry about being attacked during those rounds. And the way being attacked works is if you kind of look at this like towered area, all these like spots that like have dark lines on them, these are all areas that are open for attack. And anytime a red flag shows up, the column that it's in, we're going to count up all of the red arrows for that column, and anything that we have not crossed out by the time the attack occurs, we just take that damage. So basically, the goal of the game is we're going to be trying to cross out all these squares, and we're going to be doing that with these like textronomino pieces, which are called tactics in this game. And the way you get tactics in this game is every time you get a an icon, whether it's one of these, I don't know what the actual name, but we'll just call them red and blue army men for now. Maybe I'll try to look them up as we play. But if I was to, for instance, do something and I was able to, whoops, don't do that. We want darker color. So if I was able to get this icon, I could fill in a red textures piece, or if I was to get one of these blue guys, I could fill in a blue textures piece. And obviously you can choose in any order how you want to do it. Once a full tactic is filled in, so like once I get 3 of these filled out, I can then use them to cover up squares in this city area, these spaces. So for instance, I could use like the L piece right here to kind of cover these up, and I could cross those out, and once those are crossed out, I don't have to worry about taking damage in that row. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's the main way you cross these out. There's other ways, like there's these throwing daggers that can help you cross them out. There's events that can help you cross them out. There's other ways to get tactics from this like movement area up here, in this travel area, which I'll talk about in a bit. And yeah, that's the main hook. I'm trying not to die, trying to cancel out these arrows, these red arrows, before I can get hit. And then in terms of victory points, the way the end of the game works is once all the rounds are over, if I've survived, all of these purple stars that you see on the map, for instance, again, like like these here or these down here, any of these purple, these are victory point icons. We're going to add all those up, and then we are going to subtract from that value a number of things. We're going to subtract the value based on how many empty spaces in the city that we did not cross out. There's these yellow turban warriors here. The way you kind of get rid of them is you have to basically fill out an entire row, which is something we're going to be trying to do. So at the end of the game, any yellow turban men that we don't kill will multiply how much we subtract. And then we also are going to be reducing our point total based on how much damage we take. So if you look down here, if I take 1 damage, I'll be also reducing our victory points by 1. So if we take a lot of damage, we're going to have to reduce our victory points by like 14 points by the end of the game. So you kind of want to, in addition to surviving, you want to not take damage. So that's the basic hook to the game. I think I'll just explain everything else as I go along. The only other thing I think that's probably worth talking about now is the council. In addition to getting 10 victory points, we have to at least cross off 1 full council area. So 1 full council area would be like this whole box here or this whole box here. And we have to do that in order to be able to win too. So that's something that we're going to have to pay attention to. All right, so I guess I'll start the game. I think everything else can be explained as we go. So yeah, so let's look at the round track here. And in the beginning for the first round, nothing's going to happen. We're not going to get attacked in this column because it's like a peaceful day. So the next thing that we're going to do is we have to figure out what orders we're going to get for the round. And this is kind of like the next step that I didn't explain that's kind of complicated. So this first round might take a couple minutes to fully explain. But the orders are basically the 4 areas that you see here. There's the drill ground, there's forge, which is here, and then there's the council, which we kind of talked about, and then all the way back at the top on the right here, there's also travel. These are the 4 types of orders that we can take, and they all have their own little icons, and they're also numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4, which you can't see here, but if you kind of like, I don't know, like look at this spot right here. This is an order icon. This is a 3 council. All council orders have that, like, I don't know, like leaf fan shape, whatever that is, with a 3. The number doesn't really matter as far as the orders go, but just kind of know that drill ground is 1, forge is 2, council is 3, travel is 4. You get money in this game, which just kind of tracks down here in this bag that's down here on the right. And we start with 1 coin, and you can kind of bribe on your order phase to turn like a 3 council into a 2 forge or a 4 travel. So that's where the numbers kind of come in. Numbers also have stuff to do with range when you're putting you're using your tactics and putting them on the board, which again I'll explain once it happens. But just know that every order has a symbol and a number. The number and the symbol are always the same. The numbers have some slight meaning, but it's not really that important right away. But I found that part confusing when I was reading the rulebook, and I don't know, I probably explained it very confusing as well. So back to what we're doing for the turn. So it's a peaceful day. So the second symbol right here that I just highlighted, that is our where we get our orders. And every turn you get 5 orders. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less based on like some random things that happen. But let me kind of show you how the order situation works. This is where it's gonna be a little bit confusing. So on the first time we do orders, when we have this icon, we actually have to roll a dice. And we're going to go to this sheet now. So this sheet, whoops, hold on. What I want to do, hold on. I lost it. Okay, there we go. So this sheet is the weird part of the game. So in addition to rolling and writing, you're also going to be tracking your orders by putting down icons on all these orders. So if you kind of look here, there's orders and then there's schemes on the bottom. Like there's like 6 different boxes that track all this. So for instance, if I was to put this here, this means that I'm taking a 1 order, which if you go back to this side is the drill ground. So that's what happens there. I'd be able to mark something off on the drill ground by using that as an order. And basically what's going to happen is we are going to roll a dice. So let's take out our dice. Take out our dice. Have a dice, I swear. Fix something. Was working before, but let me fix it. Oh, that's why. Lost connection. Okay. This should work now. There we go. So we have a dice, and during the order section, we're going to roll the dice, and we got a 16. So we're going to look at all these peach trees that are here, and we kind of, I'll use this as an example. We're looking for the 16 peach tree, which is this one down here. So that means that we are going to put a token here, here, and here, because the orientation on the 16 tree has a peach on the top right, the bottom right, and bottom left. So basically that means that these are the 3 cards that we are going to be using, these order cards. And of the 3, I have to take 2 top orders, which gives me 2 sets of 2 orders. And then I have to pick 1 that is the bottom, which is the scheme. And the schemes kind of have very specific powers to them. So if you'll notice, like up here, you know what? Let me just fix one thing yet again. Sorry. All right, here we go. So if you notice here, this is a power that lets me get range when attacking. Since I'm not going to be attacking on this first round, it's not really that useful. This one right here lets you roll an event dice, which we might take. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad, sometimes it can unlock like story beats. And then this last one, destroy a field box. That box must be directly below one of the destroyed ones. A field box is one of the boxes that's, has the arrows that you're trying to defend against. Since we actually have not destroyed any boxes, that scheme is also kind of useless to us. So I think this is going to be a very simple decision just based on the schemes. I'm going to take this token and I'm going to put it on this bottom peach. And then I'm going to put this one on the top peach and this one on the top peach. And that represents the orders that I'm going to be taking. I'm going to be taking a 2, a 3, a 1, and a 4. So I kind of have one of every type, which is actually, sorry, no, I have a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 4. And then I also have this event dice. So these are the 5 actions that I can now take on my turn. A 2, a 3, a 3, and a 4. And once I take them, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover them up. That's kind of why I have 5, just because it's easier to track by covering them all up. I think you're technically supposed to just like have one and put it here and then do one, then the other, and then you're finished by doing that, but it's fine. All right. Hopefully I made sense. So now, one other thing that we have to pay attention to when we are choosing our scheme, not our orders, but our scheme, which is this guy down here, is every set of cards has a weather piece. So if you look here, if you look here, you look here, these are 3 different weather icons. Sunny, I don't know, cloudy, I'm not sure, nighttime. I actually don't know what they actually represent, but they're weather icons. And these are going to govern what the enemy is going to do at the end of every round during the preparation phase. So let me just show you what that means now. So because we took this event dice right here, we haven't actually taken the action yet, but because that's the one we are going to be taking, means that we are doing this this nighttime weather icon. So let's go back to the main board and kind of explain what that is. So looking, there we go. So looking at our actions again, the first thing that happened is nothing happened because it's peaceful. We just rolled the dice. That was that whole peak tree thing with the orders. And then the last thing that's going to happen is the enemy reactions. And the enemy reactions has to do with this big table right here. If you look, the icon's right there, kind of explains it. And all that's going to happen is because we chose the nighttime, we are going to cross off this first box right here. So depending on the scheme that we take, if we would have taken the daytime scheme, we would have crossed off that box. If we would have taken the cloud, we would have taken off that box. And every time we pick a scheme of that weather type, it means that we're going to go one down, and things kind of get progressively worse until this like last one, which means this will just kind of keep repeating. So if I take the nighttime one over and over and over again, eventually this last thing will just happen every round, and it will make things significantly harder. So you kind of want to spread things around. In addition, the weather also governs what council places we can actually play in for the round. So because I took the nighttime, I can only, if I take any council actions, cross off stuff from this area. Whoops. Probably over. There we go. From this area. So that's the other thing the weather, matters for. So the enemy reaction, all this icon that we just looked at, this like thing that we crossed off down here, all it means is that they are going to a square up here on the top. That's all that means. So now, in addition to these 8 rows that we were already having to deal with, we now are dealing with a 9th box, and we're going to continue to keep adding boxes like this, all the way up, depending on the enemy reactions and how bad we control that. So that's everything for the preparation. That's what this little round icon thing at the bottom shows. So this is everything for the first round. So I'm just going to kind of mark that we did it. I'm just going to underline it. Maybe I'll do this I'll do that. So this is the round that we're in. We did everything for preparation. So now we get to take our 5 orders. And like we said before, our 5 orders that we have available to us are, we have a 2, a 3, a 3, a 4, and then we have this event dice, and we can take them in any order. So what is a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 4? A 2 is this 2 is a forge, 3 is council action, and 4 is traveling. So I could take 1 forge action right now. I could take 2 council actions, and I can take a travel action. And in addition, I get the scheme. And if I wanted to, I have 1 gold, and I could bribe these up or down. So not the greatest start. I think I would have wanted to drill ground, but I don't know. Let's see how this works out. So the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to just take that event action first. So the event action, let's see, we're going to move our token over this dice. So now we're going to go, basically this is called the gift chart. And that's what this is. It's a surprise gift. So anytime we have to roll, we're going to roll a d20. And the gift you receive allows you to read encounter. No, that doesn't matter. Yeah. So we get gifts, and based on what we roll from a d20, that's all that happens here. So I'm going to roll this dice. I kind of have them all hidden to kind of make it a little bit interesting. So we rolled a 19. So I may use any scheme. So that's the gift that I have. As far as I'm aware, I can use this in any order that I want. So let's go back to our scheme page, and we are going to, we'll leave that up so we can remind ourselves what we got already. So now I can use any scheme that I want. We already established that, what did we establish? We established that This scheme is of no help to us. This scheme is of no help to us. This one right now is not of any help to us because this is each time we destroy an arrow or yellow turban guy, we would get extra victory points. But again, we are not really prepared to start attacking because we don't have any tactics yet. So that's of no help to us. This could be of help. You may spend 2 gold to gain any order that we want. Which is not bad, which means that if I somehow had 2 gold, I could do a 6th action, but I don't have 2 gold, which means that I think what we are going to do is I could either roll again or I could get a free coin. This, I'm not sure what this is. This is like wine, I think. It doesn't do anything for this chapter because there's no elements that do anything with wine. So that's another thing to kind of keep in mind. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to reroll and get another surprise gift. I don't think there's any limitation. Like I could literally do the same scheme over again, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reroll, and I got a 9. So let's see what a 9 is. All right, so I got 2 victory points, which is not bad. Doesn't really help me progress at all, but I'll take it. All right, so let us go back to the main area. So we're just tracking our victory points down here. There. We have 2 victory points. All right, so we said we have a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 4 to use. And it's nighttime. So what can I do to take advantage? So let's use the 4 first. Let's show what travel does. Travel basically is a 4 action, and all it means is that you can highlight a circle. Have to start with the inner circle, but then you can kind of go in any order that you would like to go. So I'm going to start in the middle, and then so that's my first 4 travel action. So let's see. So I get 1 travel action with this piece down here. There we go. So now I still have a 2, a 3, and a 3. So I think I'm going to take my next 3 and just see what I get. So actually, you know what? I'm going to take my forage action, and then I'm going to take a 3 action, leaving me with 1 3 action open. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that yet, but I have a 2 and a 3, a forage, and a council action. And let's see here. For the forage, I'm just going to start. I'm going to start here. Whoops. Why can't I do this? There we go. Just going to cross this out for the first forage action. And then for my first council action, I have to take a nighttime. And I think I have to go from left to right. So this basically is going to give me another free travel action. And we are going to use that free travel action to take another forage action. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to cross it off to use it immediately, which is going to let us come back down here and cross off another box in the forge. Now I could have crossed off anything in any order, going from left to right. I chose to do these first 2 because this unlocks this icon, which is the rally income. Basically, this means that once this is unlocked, every turn I'm going to get a free army symbol that I can use. So just based on the luck of what I unlocked, I decided to go for the rally income. But I could have gone for any of these other things first if I wanted to. So so that's that. And then now we also highlight this line up here where right here. So now we highlight right here. Now if we were to like say fill this out, we would end up getting this guy right here because we'd end up kind of like doing all the borders around that icon, and that's how this like whole travel mechanism up here works. But we are not there yet. So right now I just got the free icon that's right here. So I still have what do I still have? I still have this to use, and I think I'm just going to use it right now. It's a council. And the council is going to give me another event dice. We're going to cross that off right now, and then we're going to get an event dice. We're back to here. So already on this first turn, we've gotten 3 surprise gifts. So let's roll again. So that is a 3. Doesn't look like it, but it is. So now I just get a free drill ground icon that I can use. So let's take advantage of that right now. I believe that means I cross one out, or I just use it. I just get to use it, I think. So this is one of those cases where I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be playing it wrong. But I don't think I have to cross one out. I think I just can use it anywhere. So based on what we have, I think I'm going to go for this one first. All right, so that was all 5 of my orders, all 4 of my orders, the scheme. And as you can see, there's kind of already a bunch of chaining that happened already. So I'm already 30 minutes into this first round. It went a little bit slow because I had to explain a lot, but hopefully now you kind of have a rough idea of how this works. I can kind of start speeding up and playing. All right, so we are now going to go to round 2, and we are going to do this preparation phase. Let me mark this off. Whoops. So first thing that's going to happen is nothing because they are not attacking. But the next round, we do have to worry about them attacking. So hopefully we can get a tactic out this turn. We do get an income. So let's take care of that right now. The income is right here. And I get to cross off one of these guys, which is going to let me fill in another one of these boxes. And I'm just going to fill in one of these. Now this icon, this little one right here, is a little bit different. It's different than this one. And basically we don't roll this time. What we're going to do instead is, let's get to the other area. Instead of rolling, we are just going to use the opposite ones that we didn't use before. So if because we got the 16 last time, which had us put a piece here, a piece here. Whoops. I accidentally drew on my piece here. Let's see if we can fix that. We had a piece here and a piece here. Now all that happens is we are instead going to swap them to all of the cards we didn't use last time. So basically every 2 rounds, you're forced to use all of the cards at least once. So the next round we'll roll. The next round after that, we'll swap them, roll, swap, roll, swap. I don't know if it changes in future chapters, but that's how it is right now. So now we have to decide which scheme we're going to use. And I think we are once again not really going to use this one down here. So we'll use the 2 orders up there. And you may spend 2 gold to gain any order we want. I don't love that. So I think we're going to do it like this. We're going to take this scheme, which gives us a coin. And then we're going to use the top schemes. And we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4 to use. Okay, so we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a free coin. So I'm just going to get the free coin right away. Let's just take care of that. So we can mark the free coin. Where can we mark it? It's all the way down here. All right. And I did make one mistake. There we go. Okay. There we go. So, nope. There we go. Sorry, I just said there we go like 4 times. Alrighty. So, now we have 2 coins to use. If I use them or not, I don't know. So the first thing I'm definitely going to do is I am going to use my drill ground order, and I'm going to mark this space. I'm going to cross off this guy and mark off. So I got 1 from an event before. I got 1 from right here, and then I got 1 from the drill ground. And this gives me this whole piece to use now as an order inside the field here. Well, actually, we forgot to do one thing. So let's go back. I picked a sun scheme. So we have to do the last step of the preparation, and then I can start using my stuff. So we go back here. The last step down here is preparation, and because we picked a sun, we have to add a box up here. So have to remember to do that first, and then we can start doing our turn. So I used my first order. Let's mark that. I used my coin. I used my first order, so I still have a 2, a 4, and a 3 left to use. So let's figure out where I want to, what do I want to do with this stuff. So one thing I didn't explain now is how do I get this textures piece onto the field? Well, that's where the numbers come in. You have to use one of your orders in order to target a square based on the range from the city. So for instance, if I want to get the piece that I have, here crossed off already, I would need at least a range 2 or a range 3 in order to get it down. So I'm just going to use the 2 order that I have, and I have a piece right here, and I'm going to use that order instead of using it as a forge icon. I'm going to use the 2 range that's on it to be able to cross this off right here. It's circled. Now I'm going to cross it off to get this piece down. So I'm using it with a range 2. I'm going to be able to cross this, draw it in right here. And then I targeted this space with a range 2. And I'm going to cross this off, which lets me cross off this arrow. Cross this off, which lets me cross this arrow off. And then I cross this off, and that gives me a coin. And I also get 2 victory points because of this. Give myself 2 more victory points. I'm at 4 victory points already. Hopefully I'm explaining this. Hopefully I'm walking through it slow enough where this all makes sense. So now I have a 3 and a 4 that I can use still. I'm probably just going to use them both as is. I don't think I'm going to bribe. So we'll do a 3 and then a 4. So the 3 is a council action, and it's a sunny day. So I'm basically going to get this, which is going to immediately let me take a drill ground action. So I'm gonna use that to cross this off, which is immediately gonna let me take a forge action. I'm gonna take a forge action to cross this off, which is immediately going to let me cross off one of these pieces. I don't know what I need yet. I don't even know if I want one of these pieces. Well, I don't have a choice. I already did it in that order. So let's go with this long piece. Now, I didn't say it, but these blue pieces, these can be rotated with these like little rotating icons. These pieces cannot be rotated. They have to be put out in the exact shape as they were taken. But these blue pieces are a little bit more flexible, and they can be kind of turned around. So I don't know where I'm going to use it yet. I'll probably end up trying to use it in this first column in the fields, but either way, I can't use it right now. So that's all the chaining actions that I got from the council. The council let me take a forge. Forge let me take a blue army. Blue army let me cross this. So now I have another travel. So let's look at the travel area. And what do I want to do with my travel icon? I think what I want to do is take this down here. Kind of what I spoke about before. This is going to let me cross this in, and this is going to let me cross this in, which is going to let me give me this, which means I can use this immediately to start work on another piece. And I think I'm going to start working on this piece right here. And that is all of my orders for this round. So we have 3 golds. Let's start on the next preparation phase. Go down here. So now in this round, the first thing that's going to happen is I would be attacked. So we're going to look in this column and see if there's any red arrows in this whole column. There is not, because we crossed them out already here and here. So I'm going to take no damage, which is why I did that first move. I feel like probably most people who play will do something similar. So then we can do the rest. So I get an income. And if we look at our income area, which is right here, get one of these guys, which means I can start work progressing this a little bit further. Okay. Now, the next step is we get to roll the dice this time instead of doing the opposite. So let's go take care of that. Let us get our dice. Let's roll. I rolled an 18. So the 18 looks like, what does the 18 looks like? The 18 looks like this one, and move these out of the way. So now if I want to attack, I could add range, but I don't think I care about that. So I can either get a coin or do the event dice. I think I am going to take the event dice again, because I want the forge action, I think. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So do this, we'll do this, and I'm getting one more council action this turn, which means that I'll be pretty close to my goal of completing the nighttime council. And because I'm taking this scheme, it's the nighttime one. Yeah. So I have a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 3 to use. So let's figure out how I want to use this. But before I do that, we have to finish our preparation phase. So it is nighttime. Oh, okay. I have to lose an order, which I kind of didn't realize was going to happen. Probably should have looked at that first, but it is okay. So I have to cross this out. I have to add another box. And then I have to lose one of the orders that I just got. And I don't know what I want to lose yet. Let's see. I think I want to keep my 1s. I think I could sacrifice a 2. So I'm going to get rid of one of my 2s. So we are going to probably just cover this one up. So I have a 1, a 2, and a 3 to use this turn. So how do I want to do this? For the 1, I think this is going to be... Oh, I kind of forgot about all the damage I'm going to take next turn. So let's see. Is there anything that I could do about that? I have a 1, a 2, and a 3. Is it possible to get those throwing daggers? Probably not. Well, let's take our event first. Let's see what the event gives us. So let's roll again. We rolled a 1. So 1 good. Let's find out. Read encounter 2 in encounters. Okay, so this I do not have the ability to show on screen. I apologize for. So this I will be reading. You know what? I totally forgot to do the story stuff that I prepared. It's probably fine. You are on a routine patrol with a couple of underlings when a hooded old lady slowly approaches you. She greets you with a wide, friendly grin on her face, and you can somehow feel a mysterious air from her. The woman holds out an aged jar of wine, claiming that this liquid has a miraculous power. I used herbs from the fairy mountain to make the wine. Captain, just one gulp of it, dear, and your body will become invincible. The strong cherry aroma wafting up from the jar seems to have caught your men under a spell. Option 1. How generous the old lady is. You watch smiling as one of the men takes the jar. Or option 2, you don't trust strangers. You take the jar and smash it to pieces. I don't know. I feel like I would not trust someone just coming up to me and giving me wine. Yeah, you don't trust strangers. You take the jar and smash it into pieces. All right, so let's see what I get from that. Option 2. The old lady screeches angrily and turns into Zhang Shui. I can't pronounce the names, but that's fine. It seems he failed to pull a trick on you. He conjures a cloud of fog and flies away. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I guess I chose correctly. Erase the farthest arrow in the reinforcement area. Do not destroy the box containing it. Okay, so That means we are going to go back. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. We are going to go back here and we are going to cross off the farthest. So I guess that's this one all the way up here. Now I don't have to worry about that arrow anymore for a while. I think that's what it said to do, right? The farthest arrow in the reinforcement area. Yeah, I guess that's what the farthest is. I'm not 100% sure, but farthest could be like, the one closest to us, farthest from them, but I'm assuming that's what it means. All right. So that is my encounter. So I didn't get any resources. So I still only have a 1, a 2, and a 3 to use this turn. And I have to figure out how to prevent these 2 arrows with just that. I feel like I might have. Well, I think this is doable. I think I have gold. I can prevent at least one of the arrows. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna use our 1 that we have. Double check that I'm saying this correctly. We have a 1, a 2, and a 3. So we are gonna use the 1 first. Leaves a 2 and a 3. And what am I even talking about? Yeah, no, that's what we're gonna do. Just made a whole plan in my head, but I'm looking at the wrong places. But yeah, I still need to do this, I think, regardless. So we're gonna do this. A 2 and a 3 now that I can use. 3 just gives me victory points. I can hold off on doing. If I turn that into a 4, okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna use a coin, my first coin, and I'm gonna turn that 3 into a 4. So I'm gonna take this. That 3 is now a 4. And then what am I gonna do with that? I'm going to take this action. To take the 1, gives me a 1 to use and an event. Let me do the event first. Let me get the gift first. So we're going to roll again. You got a 10. Is a 10 good? Let's find out. I got a 1, so I'm getting 2 1s. Isn't really what I thought was going to happen. So how do I want to best use that? Now I have 2 1s to use, and I still have a 2 hanging out in the wings. So I have a 1, and a 2. I have to also use 1 to get the tactic out. So, let's see here. We are going to use one of the ones here, cross this off. That preps this. We are going to use second one that we got. Second one that we got. We want to use the 1 or the 3. We're going to use the 1 because we got a target in a 1 or 2. So we're going to use the other one that we got to cross this out, and we're going to put this out here. We're targeting this space or this space, which lets us do that. So now I have another 2 to use. This arrow goes away. So let's cross all this out. So I have a 2 to use, and then I also have another 2. So I have 2 2s that I can still use. I think I used all the ones that I have available to me. What can I do with these last 2s? Don't think I have the ability to get that last arrow before it hits me. I could just go for these, or I could try to take my luck. You know what? I'm gonna try to chance my luck with another event. That's what I'm gonna do. Because if I do this, I can get a 2, but then I have to use 2 more coins to be able to even use it this turn. I mean, it still might be worth doing. But if I get lucky and somehow get another action, I can get a throwing dagger, which also solves my problem. Yeah, we're gonna risk it, I guess. We're gonna use this 2, the 2 that we have, and we're gonna go for these 2. Probably a horrible idea. I probably should have just spent the coins, but I'm trying to hoard my coins for some reason. I don't really know if hoarding my coins is a good idea or not. All right, so let's roll the dice. Let's see what I get. So I got a 1, which means I already got that encounter. So I'm going to get this. So I just get a coin. I did all that to just get a coin, which does not help me. So I am going to end up taking damage. I think 1 damage is fine. We can survive 1 damage. All right, so that was kind of a long turn, partially because of how I think. All right, so we are going to move to round 4. And I did skip the entire story part, which I apologize. I actually did a whole recording, but I'll remember if I win to play the recording for the ending. And I don't know. My bad. I could play it now in the middle, but that feels kind of weird. So, all right, so we are on round 4. So I am taking 1 damage because there's 1 red arrow in this column. So we are going to cross this off right here. And then we get an income, red guys. So I'll start working on this one, I think. I think I could do it in any order. I don't think it really matters. And then what happens next? Whoops. All right, I put it on this one. Then we just swap all the orders now. So let's take care of that. This is going to go over here. We're going to put it here, here, and here. Don't know if I'm going to be... I could, actually. Let's see. Maybe I'll go for some victory points this round. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll do this, this, and this. Just double check that what I want to do is even possible with what I'm trying to do. Coins, it's possible, I think. Not as good as I would like. Let's see. You know what? Maybe we'll do it this way. Destroy a field box that must be directly below one of the destroyed ones. I don't have anything like that. 1, 3, 3, 4. May spend 2 coins to gain an order. I think that's what we'll do. We'll spend 2 coins to gain an order. I have a lot of coins. Let's just, so I have a 1. What do I have this game? This round. I have a 1, a 3, a 3, and a 4, and a wild, whatever I want it to be. A 1, 3, a 3, and a 4. I do have to worry about all that damage next round. All right, yeah, it's fine. We're gonna do it this way: 1, 3, 3, and 1, 3, 3, 4, and a wild. All right, so 1, 3, 3, and 4. So it's a cloudy day, so that's the last step we have to do. Nothing happens on a cloudy day, so we also have that going for us. But I do have to worry about this first column. There's arrows in this first column. All right, so 1, 3, 3, and 4. All right, so I think this is pretty straightforward. We'll do the 3 and the 3. 3 gives us this guy, and 3 gives us another 2, which allows us to unlock this to get a throwing dagger. Throwing daggers basically let us like target individual boxes if we want to. That's the 2 3s. So let's mark those off before we forget. So we did this one, and so I have a 1, a 4, and anything that I want. I think we're just going to do another 1. Kind of a weird turn, actually. Yeah, so we're going to do a 1 first. Actually, no. We're going to do our 4 first, which gives us a 1. So now we have an extra 1 to use. We have a 1, and a wild now to use. So let's mark that off. I have a 1 and then the one that I just generated. Very simply, I think we are going to use this 1 here. And we will mark this guy off, which preps this. And then we will use the 1 that we just generated to apply this. Gives us 2 victory points. Then we will plop this down here. Okay, so a bunch of things are going to happen. First, we're going to cross off this arrow. Then we get this guy to use. So we'll start working this up here. And now we get another event. I don't remember what event this is. I got to look this up in the rules. The rules. Assuming it's the first event. I'm not 100% sure where in the rules it tells you that. Unless it's on the sheet somewhere and I'm not seeing it. All right, maybe it's on the glossary. When you cross off this icon, read encounter 1 in the encounter section. There we go. Encounter 1. Your army is ordered to head west and break the enemy's first line of defense. You have become rather used to the features of the city, so it doesn't take very long to clear your path there. The moment you arrive at the site, those Yellow Turban troopers are immediately intimidated by your soaring morale of your soldiers. They quickly disperse and run away in despair. One of the grunts is too terrified to move, and your underlings get a hold of him. Please spare my life. My family needs to get by, so I join them to get some food. You tell them to reveal Zhang Shu's whereabouts first, but he evades the question and he just goes on begging for his life. Or Zhang Hui. Option 1, he's just trying to be a responsible husband, just spare his life. He wants some food, so you can recruit him to our side. He's suspicious. Take him captive for now. Man, he's just trying to be a responsible husband, or I don't find him suspicious. I don't think I want to take him captive. Spare my family needs to get by, so I join them to get to you. Let's try recruiting him, see what that does. He just wants some food, so you can recruit him to our side. Okay, so what does that do? Where does do? Okay, he agrees to join our army, but first we need to test how skilled and loyal he is. Roll the d20 3 times and add up the 3 values. If it's 25, gain any 1 soldier. If it's 45 plus, also gain a dagger to use immediately. That's pretty nice. All right, let's see. All right, let's roll. How do we want to do this? Do it on the gift page. Yeah. Roll. That's a 6 plus 8. It's not looking that good. 14. So a 30. All right, so we get a soldier to use of any kind. Is it a specific color soldier? Just says it's a soldier. Well, I feel like maybe then I will just get a blue soldier. Do this. And then I have 2 coins to put this out. Let's cross this out because we did the event. Now I also completed a row. We didn't talk about this, but once a row gets completed, this guy dies. And now I also get, whoops, I forgot to switch. Yeah, so I did this, and then I completed a row. So I also get another soldier, which I think I'll probably just do another blue one at this time. Start working on that because I think I'm going to be guaranteed to get these last 2 from my income. I don't know. We'll work on this T piece right here. So that's taken care of. We use that. And then I have 2 coins. And I can take any order that I want. So I think I'm going to put this piece out, get 3 more victory points. And I'm going to do a target 4. I'm going to worry about this column next. So I think we're going to do a target 4 here. And I'm going to fill these in. 1, 2, 3. Gives me another blue soldier to use, so I will work on this textures piece right here. That's also interesting because I can use the throwing dagger now to fill in this and get another order of my choosing if I want. But I don't think I'm going to do that yet because I don't really have a great use for another order right now. So, yep, that's going to be it for this round. So we are now on round 5. So we will be getting attacked. We have no red arrows. We crossed them all out for this row. So now we're going to get our income, and our income is going to be one of these blue guys. Means that I can fill in another textures piece, which is pretty good. And next is we're going to roll for our gift this time. Not for our gift, for our pieces. So let's roll. Move all these back. Rolled a 15. So a 15 is this layout. Everything that's on the right side. I can destroy a field box that must be directly below one of the ones destroyed. I think that might be what I'm going to do. Which is going to give me a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 4. And another nighttime box. Let's just double check what the nighttime thing does. Is order again. That's okay because we can gain an order back. But am I gonna have enough 3s is the question. I think I have to think I'm going to want to complete this nighttime so I don't have to take nighttime orders anymore after this if I don't need to. So let's see. Getting a 2, a 3, 2 2s, a 3, and a 4. Okay, this is doable. Okay. So we are going to lose an order. Put out another box here. Not the greatest, but worst. I have to lose an order. I think I'm going to lose my 2. Actually, no, I'm going to lose my 4. I'm going to be getting it back anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, lose my 4. Okay. Okay. So I have 2 2s and a 3 to use. I'm going to use the 3 right away. That gives me 3 victory points. So that puts me at 12. I'm going to use the scheme immediately. Fill in this box. Takes care of my scheme. I already covered it up. And then it takes care of this 3. So I have a 2 left. And I also have a wild that I can use. So I need to get this textures piece out. Probably should have kept the 4 instead of the 2, but it's fine. All right, so the 2, I'm going to use a coin. I think I have to do it this way. I don't see any other choice. Actually, no, I have other choices. Don't like what happens after this choice. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to use a dagger. Cross off something adjacent to something that I destroyed. So I'm going to get rid of this. That gives me a 1 to use. I'm going to cross off this guy. Get this. So this is ready to use. Then I'm going to use my 2 2s to unlock this mapping. You may plus up or minus up to 2 range on any attack, which means that I can use this free attack that I have here to do a 4+1 or a 3+1 to put out this textures piece. And I'm just going to do it like this, I think. And that gives me 4 points. 3, 4. And that is all of my actions as far as I can tell. I didn't really move the pieces, but yeah, I had a 2, and that's all I had left. So, all right. So we are gonna go back. We're gonna do the next round. Let's zoom in here, see what's happening. So we're gonna be attacked again, but I have no red arrows in this column, so I'm not taking any damage. Then I'm gonna get an income. I'm gonna get a red soldier right here, which means I can put it up here on one of these pieces. I'm one away from being able to use that piece. Not really sure where I'm going to use that piece yet, but that's a different conversation. Then I have to do the move the pieces on this one, so we're going to do it. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. And I think I'm just going to take the coin 1, 3, 1, 4. This. Let me just double check if I'm going to be getting any arrows or Yellow Turban guys done this round. I think I'm going to be doing that this round. Yep. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get an extra coin, and the tactic is a daytime tactic. So I have to mark this off. Means that up here, 10th row, another box shows up. Okay. So that is that. So what do I have to work with? I have a 1, a 1. No, I have a 1, a 3, a 1, and a 4 to use. 2 1s, a 3, and a 4. So how can I best use this? And I get a coin. Let's just get our coin immediately so I don't forget. First off, a coin down here. 2 coins to use. So the 4. I don't think I want to use the 3 as a 3 this round, but I don't know what to use it as. I think I'm going to use a coin to lower the 3 to a 2 and start working on this forge. And then all that does is get us a coin back. So that's this. 3 is donezo. So now I have a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 4 to use. 1, a 1, and a 4. All right, so the 4 I think I'm going to get an event. That's what I'm going to do with the 4. Let us do this. We're going to do this right here. I think I'm going to end up taking damage at some point that I can't stop. I might be able to stop it. We'll see. We're going to do this. We're going to get this. We're going to get this, which gives us another surprise event. So let's roll the dice. 17. I can use a dagger for free immediately. So this is one of those situations where I don't know if this means I have to cross off a dagger or if I just get one for free. I'll probably have to look that up. I'm going to assume that it means I just get one for free that I can use somewhere. And I think that's going to be very simple. I think I'm just going to use it right here. Just get rid of this arrow, which also gets rid of this guy right here, which is going to trigger another surprise gift. I already used this. So let's roll. 10. We've already gotten 10 before. 10 is a 1. So I have another 1 action to use. So I have 3 1 actions to use right now, if I'm remembering correctly. I used the 4. Let's mark off the 4. I have a 1, and another 1. So I have 3 1 actions now to use. How how can I best use the 1 actions? Well, the ones give me a 3, then another 2 guys. Well, not necessarily actually. A 1, a 1, and a 1. 2 coins. Well, let's use 1 1 right now. Here, get another coin. I have 2 more 1 actions left. Problem I have is to get the range all the way up there is really tough. You need like a range 8, which you need a lot of coins for. With a 4 plus 2, I can get to 6 for free, and then I'm going to need 2 coins to even be able to build all the way up there to get that last arrow. I also have a weird couple block setups here, but I think this will be pretty doable. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also not getting attacked next turn. Well, maybe let's do this. I can use a 1. Get this. Maybe I can just get these 2. Trying to figure out if I should use coins to upgrade to get these daggers, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So I think I'm going to use a 1 here to get this coin. I'm going to use a 1 here to get these 2 victory points. I think that's all I'm going to do this turn. Puts me at 19 victory points. I think that's all my actions. So we start a new round. So I'm not getting attacked this turn. I do get an income, which gives me a blue guy to use. So I can start working on this piece. I get to roll the dice for this action. Did I move them? I didn't move them, right? Yes. Okay. Roll. A 3. So a 3 is this one, this one, this one. Destroy a field box that must be directed below, or do I do this middle cloud icon? I think I'm probably going to do the middle again, but let's just double check. I still have to finish an area. So if I take the middle icon, yeah, I think we're going to do that. Because I think this round I'm going to be getting some victory points if I do it this way. All right, so I think we're going to take the bottom action here, here, and here. It gives me a 2, 4, 3, and a 4. And this round, each time I destroy an arrow or a dude, I get points. And that means I have to add 2 boxes here. Which doesn't really hurt me too much. But no matter what, next round I'm going to have to add a box up there. So I wonder if that means, it's actually interesting. It means I can't, well, that gets added at the end of the round. So this is not going to affect me at all. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Picked that for a reason, but now I don't. I have a, what do I have to use? I have a 2, a 4, a 3, and a 4. One of the 4s this round. Let's use them. So the first 4 I'm going to use is going to be over here. And I don't get anything for that, but I do get this extra tactic to use, which is going to let me do this. All right, so that was my first 2, first 4. So let's mark that before I forget. So one of the 4s is used. Gets me a tactic, which I'm going to use right now with one of the 2s, maybe. With the 2. Probably worry about last arrow first. Well, let's use the other 4 then. The other 4, I'm going to do right here. Give me a coin. And I just realized I need both sides to get the jade piece. Wasn't thinking about that. If you get the jade piece, it lets you reuse one of these tactics, which is what I was kind of banking on. But I forgot you need both sides. Might have made a mistake here. Might have made. I think I have enough coins to do what I want to do still. Have to do it differently. Want to also finish one of these before the end of the game. Preferably the cloud. Definitely thinkier than I thought it was going to be. All right, so I used a 4. I can get another 4 right now with this space. All right, let's just do what I originally was going to do. I'm going to use this tactic. I'm not going to worry about taking damage. I'm going to use this tactic, one of the 2s. So let's mark off the 2. Just do this one for completionist sake. That's going to let me mark this in right here. Going to give me another 4 to use and one of these to fill in. I think actually just going to fill in that for free next week. See if we can get these last 2 because that gets us to that last arrow. So I have a 4, another 4 to use. There a way to do it? Yeah, I can use a coin, get one more 1, turn a 2 into a 1, gets us this. So let's mark that down. 1 action short, we shall see. Oh, I don't have another 2. 3 and a 4 left. Well, you know what? Let's actually, instead of using the 2, I would have just used the 3 because I have the plus minus 2. This way I can use this 2 to make it a 1. And I have 2 4s to use still. Back. I have a 4 and a 4. So I'm going to use 1 4 right now. Get this 3. We'll use the free 4 first because it's easier to write down. Cross this out. I also did this event already. We get this. Gives us a 3 to use and a blue soldier to use. No, I wasn't. Oh yeah, no, the blue soldier means I can just mark this immediately. Use a drill ground. I wonder if I've been doing that wrong. Look it up. Wonder if... yeah, I think I've been doing it right. Hope I've been doing it right. Not realizing maybe it means that I have to take something on that line, but that would make much sense. All right, so now we have this to use, and I have another 4 to use and a 3. So with the 4 plus 2 gets me 6. I only need to target this space right here with a coin. Do this. Texture this piece up like this. Get a coin back. Now this arrow piece is not going to hurt me, and I get a coin. So back to 3 coins. And I have a 3 to use still. And I think the 3, I'm just going to this. Get another, so this was 4 victory points. This was another 3 victory points. So it gets me another 7 victory points. Hope I was at 18. All right, so that's all the 4s. That's everything used, I think. Double check. That's my last 4 to get that. Yeah, that's it. So I'm on my last round. So last round is going to be this. I do get attacked, but there are no arrows in this column. So I'm not going to get attacked. There is an arrow all the way at the top, but it's not like circled yet. And then I'm just going to be moving. So I get my last red guy. It gives me this piece. This is ready to use if I want to use it this turn. I don't know if I will, but it's there if I need it. Then what else? I have to move the pieces. So it was the 2 middle and the bottom. So it's going to be this one, and this one. Still have not completed a council area, so I might have made a mistake. I don't know. I think I have enough dice to correct it. Let's see. Which one I'm closer to. I would need 3 3s this turn, which I can definitely do with coins. So I think I'm just going to so I have to pick one of the top ones. I can increase my range. Let's do that. No. Yeah, we're gonna increase the range is what we're gonna do. We got a 1, a 2, a 1, and a 4 to use. 2 1s, a 2, and a 4. Let's do that. Use the increased range right now, which means the sun is what the weather is. So let's take care of that. Going to be adding 2 boxes. Okay, so I have a 1, a 1, 2, 1, 1, a 2, and a 4 to use. And I get +2 range. So I have a range of 8 right now. Well, no, I can get up to a range of 8 if I use my 4. So let's see what I want to do. A 1, a 1, a 2, and a 4. Well, if I use a 1, I get this 3. I can trade the 1 for the 3. So let's do that. I have to do this. That's one of my 1s gone. Right off the bat. 1 is gone. 1, a 2, and a 4. How can I best 1, a 2, 4 gets me coins or other tactic pieces. I have a tactics piece right here to use. To use my 4, 5, 6. I can get this piece out right now, which gets me another 3. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use the 4 that I have. Cover that up. I have a 1 and a 2 left after this. We are going to use the 4. This piece out right now, which gives me another 2 points. And we're going to put that piece right here. Now, because I have the mapping bonus and I took the scheme that gives me +2 range, I have +4 range to this. So it's a 4 +4, which means I can target either this space or this space, which means that 2 things are going to happen. I'm going to get another 3 right away from this. So we're going to use that right away to get this next space. It's going to give us another 3 victory points. And I just have to get 1 more of those done. Then I can win. But I also cross off another one of these guys and get another 5 victory points because I did another row. So let's give myself another 5 victory points. Glory points is what they're called. And then what did we say? Have a 1 and a 2 left, correct? So with a coin, I can just give myself, turn that 2 into a 3. That's going to give me this last space. And that's going to give me 7 victory points because this last star is an X star. And it's basically, I get as many points as tactics I have unlocked. I have 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have all 7. I think maybe 8. This might actually count as 1. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Cool book. All right, so it says it right on it, including the Jade and Mercenaries. So this is gonna be worth 8 points because I have 1 Mercenary unlocked too that I use. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 puts me at 43. All right, so what else can I do? All I have left now is a 1. Anything interesting that I can do with a 1 tactic? I can get a coin, which doesn't help. I can get, so if I use it for what it is, it's not that interesting. I don't think there's really anything I can do that's interesting. 2 doesn't do much. Can't get, so I have throwing daggers, but I can't get, if I could have got 1 more order somehow. I don't see how to do that. 1 more order here, but I would need 2 throwing daggers. Just 1. Unfortunately, I don't see anything really interesting that I can do. Can't get any of these bonuses in the middle. There's nothing on the map that's left to unlock that could do much for me. Can't get any more victory points that I can see. All the tactics unlocked. Can't get to this Kuel. Yep, so I'm just going to use this last throwing dagger, I think, for free. I guess I'll just lock a coin. Doesn't matter. Get another coin. I don't think coins do anything for the end of the game. but fortunately, I was one order away from being able to do more. All right. So I'm at 43 points. I have to half the number of untouched field boxes rounded up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 times 3. I have 3 guys left. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 18 minus 1. What is my final score? 43 minus 19. So I think I'm 1 point away from getting a victory point. So I'm going to win, but I think I'm going to win with 24 victory points, unless my math is wrong. 43 minus 18. 4. Yeah, I think I have 24 points. So if I did make a mistake and I missed 1 point, then maybe I would have got the victory points. But anyway, I did get this achievement, plus 1 stamina, gain X of 8. I did get that as well, because I got 8 points from this arrow down here. Here, all field boxes from rows 1 to 8. No, but I was pretty close, but not close enough. I probably could have done it if I would have gotten a jade and an extra throwing dagger. I think that would have been enough to do it, and I did win. I have 10 more victory points, and I did complete at least 1 council track. Thought I was going to complete this track. I didn't. Thought I was going to complete this track, and I didn't. So I did not read the whole introduction, but I will kind of show off what I had prepared for the introduction, but I'll do it for the ending. How it goes. And then after this, I will end the recording and upload it, and it will be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. That is fine. Hopefully you like this game. I'll probably maybe replay this chapter one more time, and then maybe do chapter 2. I don't know. Chapter 2 starts introducing like heroes and stuff, so it does get a little more complicated. I think some of the slowdown too for me was just figuring out how to like do this on a stream. But yeah, again, if you liked it, give me a like, leave a comment, yell at me, tell me I made a rules mistake. I do have to check if when I get free things, if I have to like mark it off on one of the free open slots, or if I just get it. So that's the only thing I'm not 100% sure. All right, so here is the ending. Unfortunately, you don't know what the intro is because I skipped it.
After dozens of sleepless days and nights, we have finally managed to hold at bay rebellious activities from the Yellow Turban members in Shu City. However, the modest size of our brigade at the moment wouldn't allow us to completely annihilate the seeds of rebellion. We need some backup. Our messenger just came in to deliver Liu Bei's word. He has been updated on our situation here and understood how important it is to reclaim Shu City from the enemy. Bei confirmed in his letter that support is on the way, and this support shall not disappoint us. All we need to do now is to take some good rest during the wait with our guard still firmly on.
Unlocked Chapter 2.
You were enjoying some relaxing moments strolling through the bustling streets. Suddenly, you caught sight of a strangely dressed man holding up a tall banner that says, 3 pennies, I will see through your future. This man is obviously a fortune teller, and he seems to have noticed that you're looking at him. Hey Captain, wanna hear some advice? You look like a perfectly ordinary citizen right now, yet this man knows you are a captain? Interesting. You give him the go-ahead, and he starts crooning what sounds like a poem. Right is wrong, and wrong right. Right are them people, and wrong I. What was that supposed to mean? It was a waste of time, wasn't it? You think you'll just go by his rule and pay the money anyway. But as soon as you are done searching for 3 pennies, you realize that the mysterious fortune teller has vanished into thin air.
Yeah, I don't know what that last piece is. Some sort of like puzzle that unlocks extra content. I think that's part of it. I think you get like an extra scenario or something. But I don't know. Anyway, that is Shu's Tactics. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.